Hello. We're going to be selecting different essential oils today for a practitioner kit. Oils that we need to have in hand if we want to practice this as a practice, or if we want to develop products, which is the practice itself. So the essential oils that are mostly needed for a kit, the essential oils that you can do everything that you can think of. There are about 32 essential oils, and we're going to go over them. The first one, obviously, is lavender. You want lavender in your kit, in your blending kit, because it's very versatile. That's your antibacterial, antiviral, that's your anti-inflammatory. It rushes circulation to the area. So lavender is used in many of the synergies that we work with in this concept. And so lavender is the first one. Eucalyptus is another one that is very versatile. We can use it in synergies for fever blisters. We can use it in synergies for sinus and cold, also lavender, because they both have antibacterial, antivirals, and properties that kills streptococcus, pneumococcus, bacteria, tuberculosis, bacillus, and so on and so forth. That information is on level 2 in plant materials. So lavender and eucalyptus are two that we need. If we're talking about working with sinus inhalers and working with sinus and cold synergies and doing like a rub, a chest rub for chest cold and so forth, and then we're talking about adding pine needle, which has the benefit of eucalyptus. We use it definitely in all sinus blend and products and synergies. So pine needle is the other one. And then Cajeput, that is definitely a specialty essential oils. That's the one we go to when we want to stop someone from coughing. So Cajeput stop coughing, and it does. I mean, immediately upon smelling. All you have to do is put a few drops in the person's hand, ask them to rub them together, inhale, and when they inhale, make sure that they don't place their fingers in their eyes, but they inhale on the tip of their nose. Once they inhale gently but deeply, the coughing stops right away, and then they can apply it through the throat. So Cajeput is really an important one to have in a kit, especially if we're working with sinus and cold. Then we have Cypress, another one important for sinus and cold. Cypress is our bronchodilator. It actually opens the bronchos. So if we put it in an inhaling bottle with rock salt that you see us blend in the blending videos, it becomes an excellent inhaler for those who have minor asthma or emphysema, because it does open the upper respiratory passage. Of course, we want them to keep their prescribed inhaler always, but this might cut down on the amount of time they use the synthetic inhalers, which cuts down the risk of side effects. Then we have, now if we want to work with pain management, we need to add sage Dalmation, that's our muscle relaxer, and Clary sage, that's another muscle relaxer. So we need to add those two to the group. Once again, working with pain management, we're going to add the analgesic, which is Clove Bud, clove, and then the essential oil of birch. Both of them are analgesic. It renders the pain numb. So definitely is a good benefit to have them in a kit if we're working with pain management. Since we already have lavender anti-inflammatory, now we just have the sage, Clary sage, and the Clove Bud and the birch. Now we have a good combination to make many products and synergies that are for pain management. Now another one that's very versatile is peppermint. That we can use also in a pain management, which is in a blending video, that is, it makes it hot and cold, because the birch and the clove is the heat, is hot. It makes any product hot. And then when you add the peppermint, it's cold. So when we add that to the combination of lavender, clary sage, muscle relaxer, anti-inflammatories, and then when we add the birch and the clove, which are the analgesic, now we're going to add the peppermint. When we apply that, if we use a base of aloe vera gel, which is what we usually do, but you can use any base. You can use soy or any other base. But when we apply that, then you're going to have the heat of the birch and clove, and you're going to have the coolness of the peppermint. Incidentally, peppermint will cool down a body 4 to 6 degrees. So if we take peppermint and put it in a spray bottle, fill it with water, and spray it on someone who has hot flashes, and their temperature will go down 4 to 6 degrees. So, and it's also good to bring down the fevers. Of course, after the person have seen their doctors and they got a proper diagnosis, because we don't want to use any of this and take away the symptoms that the doctor needs to see in order to make a proper diagnosis. It is a complementary health care. So we work with that, and only that. Then we have, now if we want to get into the skincare, we already have the lavender. So we're going to use the frankincense, which is a preservative of skin tissue, but it's also excellent for meditation blends. So it has dual purpose, many of the oils. So we're going to add frankincense to our kit. Myrrh is an anti-putrid. We're going to add that to our kit. And with the myrrh, we can also use it for herpes blend. And with the myrrh and the frankincense, and in addition, we have cedarwood atlas as number 13. We can do a blend or a product for psoriasis because it's anti-putrid, frankincense and myrrh, and then cedarwood atlas is what we use to stop the itching. So whether it's a dog and we use cedarwood atlas in their shampoo to stop the itching, or there's a person that has a situation that is itching, cedarwood atlas is the one that we would use. And then of course myrrh in skincare and frankincense in skincare or perfume. So now we're into number 14, which is patchouli. Patchouli is another relaxing essential oil. And we use this in our de-stress energy. So, and patchouli is also good to make non-toxic perfumes and body powders. And patchouli is also a repellent of mosquitoes. Cedarwood atlas is a repellent of roaches. So at the same time, we have multi-uses here of the essential oils that we have for our kit. Then number 15, keeping in track with the skincare, we have a very important one, which is carrot seed essential oil. And that one gives you beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin E. And so that's excellent to put a few drops in any skincare, whether it's a cream or it's an oil. Carrot seed is a good one to add to it. And number 16 is chamomile. And chamomile will have your azulanine, which is the anti-inflammatory property of chamomile. And we use that a few drops in any of the skincare blend. Also, if you get into chamomile roman, the smell is different than the chamomile blue. It's not as medicinal. And that you can also use for non-toxic perfumes. Then number 17 is geranium rose. It's important because geranium rose is what balances the viscous gland. It balances the oily glands. So you can make your skincare so anybody can use it. Oily skin, dry skin, or combination skin. Also, geranium rose can be used a few drops in a perfume, non-toxic perfume, or for any products that needs relaxation or just a wonderful aroma, and that's geranium rose. Geranium rose is the one that we also recommend in the first aid kit for the home because it clogs the blood, it stops the bleeding on a cut. So this is a good one to have also in the first aid kit. Number 18 is the popular tea tree antifungal, and that one is part of our fever blister blend together with the eucalyptus and the lavender. So there you have now, you can make also that besides the skincare. And tea tree is the one we use in a clay for acne. And tea tree is a very strong antifungal. Number 19 is another popular one, and it's Ylang-Ylang, first grade extra. We use this for relaxation We know it controls rapid heartbeat, rapid breathing, and so we use it for panic attacks. We know it brings down blood pressure in many folks that have high blood pressure instantly. So we want to make sure we don't use this on folks that has low blood pressure medication, because the blood pressure could go down too low. So Ylang-Ylang is one of those that is very versatile. It is one of the ingredients in the de-stress synergy. And once you mix them with other oils and it's less than a half of a synergy, you don't have to worry about somebody having low blood pressure, because it's just 1/3 in a de-stress blend together with orange and patchouli. So Ylang-Ylang is another one that it is one of the amazing ones for perfumes, non-toxic perfumes, and then of course any products you're going to make for the skin. It's an excellent relaxing quality. Number 20 is very important if you're working with doing synergies for depression, because marjoram is the one we use for depression together with a mixture of valerian. So marjoram is a good one to use for that. It's also a very mild muscle relaxer, marjoram. 21, of course, is valerian. That's definitely our antidepressant. Validation with that one. By the way, there's scientific validation as insomnia properties, with insomnia properties for lavender, for valerian, and for chamomile. So we can use a combination of that, and the claims are there scientifically that it works for insomnia in many of the folks. So valerian essential oils is added. That's number 21 on the list. Number 22 is thyme white, because it is extremely effective. This is the one that we use for mildew and mold. This is the one that we use, besides its antibacterial, antiviral properties, mixture in the cleansing for the bathroom tile, wherever there is mold, mixed with other essential oils that are respiratory, like lavender and eucalyptus, for a home that has mildew and mold, and a spray bottle sprayed in the AC vents while the air conditioner is off. Check out the blending videos for those. We covered that on that, but thyme is a very important one if you're going to be working with a home environment. Number 23 is orange. And orange is a relaxing essential oil. It's very versatile. It can be used with perfume because it brings out a fragrance in a combination of essential oils. Just opens up a fragrance, just a drop of oil of orange. And orange is the one that we use in the synergies of de-stress, but we also use it to replace any ammonia window or mirror cleaning. We cover that in some of the blends, but it's just a few drops of orange, 20 to 40 drops and 8 ounces of water in a spray water bottle, and that takes the place of anything that cleans glass and anything that cleans mirrors, eliminating another chemical from our environment, which we should. Number 24 is grapefruit. Now, grapefruit is a diuretic, so we're able to recommend it for bath, for people that have water gain. Grapefruit is very relaxing and with a very pleasant aroma, so we can use it for non-toxic perfumes also, and for relaxing synergies, blends, and products. Number 25, if you're working with appetite control, this is it. Fennel essential oils in an inhaler. We're talking about 40 drops, 50 drops in an inhaler, well, with the rock salt. And inhaling this, 9 out of 10 folks will, in a few seconds, will feel the fullness within the chest, and then it goes into the stomach, and they feel full, so they eat less. So fennel essential oil is an important one if you're going to be working with appetite control inhalers. 26 is rosemary. As important as Ylang-Ylang, because it does the reverse. Rosemary brings up blood pressure, so it's excellent with folks with low blood pressure. Rosemary also is an alert, and we recommend it for people as long as they have normal blood pressure, or low blood pressure. While they're studying, they can be smelling rosemary and rosemary only, and it seems to anchor memory with a smell. And then when they get to the day of the test, all they have to do is smell rosemary again, and it seems to recollect because we do anchor memories with smell. And rosemary is one of those that is good to have, once again, for people with low blood pressure, for energy synergies. We use rosemary. We also use for energy synergies and products. Energizers, we use basil. Ginger, which is number 28, we use because it's validated for nausea. So in an inhaler, together with rosemary alert, basil alert, then we add ginger, which is anti-nausea, and then we add number 29, which is lemon. Now we have an alert energy inhaler that is also works for people that has nausea. And we have, lemon, you can also use lemon for non-toxic perfume and products. And it's also antibacterial, antiviral, so it can be used in a spray bottle for cleaning. Number 30 is very good for skincare, and is one of the main areas we use for any soy cream based cream that we're doing for psoriasis. And it's very effective. So that's balsam Peru. And you only use a couple of drops. It's very thick. You only use a couple of drops in the product. Together, mixed with cedarwood atlas and lavender and myrrh, and then if you want to add carrot seed in a soy cream, definitely that makes a very effective cream for psoriasis. And we cover that in level 3 in product development. Number 31, now if you want to work and make mosquito repellents, of course it's citronella. 32 is lemongrass. The two of them combined with cedarwood atlas, which is another repellent, and eucalyptus, which is a mosquito repellent, and lavender, which is a mosquito repellent. Now we have a very strong mosquito repellent. And check out the insecticide and repellent blending videos that we have in the course for a little guidance on that. Now we have a specialty oils. So far we have 32. Let's cover that. We have lavender, eucalyptus, pine needle, cajeput, cypress, sage Dalmation, Clary sage, clove bud, birch, peppermint, frankincense, myrrh, cedarwood atlas, patchouli, carrot seed, chamomile, geranium rose, tea tree, Ylang-Ylang, Marjoram, Valerian, thyme white, orange, grapefruit, fennel, rosemary, basil, ginger, lemon, balsam Peru, citronella, and lemongrass. That's 32. With those 32, you can make anything that you want. So the decision will be the size that you will get. And that depends on what you have allowed to as funds to spend on your kit. I began with a smaller size 28 years ago, almost 30 years ago, and I began with 1/8 of an ounce. That's all I was able to afford. And later on, I moved into the 1/2 ounce, which is about this size, and that will allow me to make a lot of 1/8 of an ounce. And I worked with that for a while. Once I began to teach, then I got into the ounce and then of course the pounds, because it's less expensive when you buy the pounds and 1/2 pound than when you buy it in a smaller size. But you grow, you grow. Yeah, you're always growing phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, unless you have the funds to go ahead and get the pounds and 1/2 pound, and that's up to you. But I would recommend little by little to grow in phases. Now what we have is 5 specialty essential oils that is good, but they're expensive. But they're necessary if you're going to be working with perfumes. Now, working with perfumes, you're working with the expensive oils. You're working with rose, you're working with jasmine, neroli petal, frankincense you already have here, but that's one for perfume. And then another one which is not expensive, that you can actually have it as number 33 on this side on the kit, is vetiver. Mostly because its properties not only for perfume, but for relaxation and for skincare. So those are the essential oils that we recommend for the kit. These are the ones that, once again, you're able to make almost anything that you can think of. And if you're going to develop a product line, the best thing to do is to follow on level 3 in developing a product line before you even get into selecting the oils. That way you can focus on the essential oils that you're using for the products. You'll learn more about that as we go into level 3 product development and then developing your own product line and following the form. That's your guidance of what oils you need from this list. And that's the best way to work it out. So these are the properties of the oils. These are the grouping of the oils that one needs to have as a practitioner in this field. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next instructional video. And thank you for choosing plant-based CAM for your education. Have a great day. Salute.